Reinier, who I think is the dark horse of the middleweight division, just shook up the UFC Saturday night in his fight against the surging superstar Bo Nickal, where he would finish Bo Nickal in the second round after delivering a nasty knee to the liver. He then shook up the division further when he called out former middleweight champion Sean Strickland in his post-fight interview.
The best American striker. Strickland, you're up, buddy. Let's go!
Reinier now has a lot of hype around him after beating a very tough prospect in Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal was undefeated going into this fight, 7-0. Nickal was on a 6-fight win streak in the UFC, dominating most of his opponents, finishing most of them in the first round. Nickal had just beat Paul Craig, who is a crafty veteran, who's good at striking and jiu-jitsu, and made it look relatively easy, and Reinier beat him like it wasn't even a challenge. But Reinier is a killer, and not that many people know anything about him. He has a professional fight record of 20 wins and 2 losses. He was double champ in ONE FC, which in my opinion is one of the better fighting organizations outside the UFC. He was middleweight champion and light heavyweight champion in ONE FC, 2 of the harder divisions in MMA. Reinier has an impressive 90% finish rate, meaning most people do not survive against this guy. In fact, only one person has, Anatoly Malakayan, who is the only person to have beat Reinier 2 times and took both his belts. But Anatoly was the only 3-division champion ONE FC had ever seen, so that's kind of crazy. But Reinier did not retire from ONE FC because he lost. He retired because people were genuinely scared to fight him, and he had such difficulty getting fights lined up. He then made the jump to UAE Warriors, where he had 1 fight and won. Then he made the hardest jump possible, entering the UFC, which has the best fighters in the world back in 2024. And he has fought 3 times in 7 months, not only beating some quality guys, but finishing all his opponents in the UFC. He submitted Gerald Meerschaert, who is a phenomenal grappler, choked out Kevin Holland, who was a good fighter, and he just outboxed and outgrappled Bo Nickal, who was probably one of the division's best grapplers. And on a quick note, there is a lot of people trashing Bo Nickal at the current moment in time, saying that the hype train has been derailed, but losing to a monster like Reinier is nothing to be ashamed of. Bo will be back, and he'll be back better than ever. Even Reinier himself says in 3 years, Bo will be a monster. Bo is young and still new to the world of MMA. I think he's going to be here for years to come. We just have to see where the future takes him. But Reinier, after his impressive win, has a lot more hype, and now more people know who he is. And he's on a 3-fight win streak. He called out Sean Strickland, and I think that's a great fight to make at the current moment in time if he wants it. Reinier said it would be the best striker versus the best grappler, and after seeing the way he handled Bo, I believe it, and I would love to see it. But I don't think it's very realistic. When we look at the middleweight division, it's stacked with very active and good fighters. A lot of them have been here longer, and a lot of these dudes have fights lined up. I think a great fight in the top 5 for Reinier would maybe be Israel Adesanya or Robert Whittaker. If it's below the top 5, someone like Anthony Fluffy Fernandez, who is ranked 9, I think would be a great fight. I do think Reinier deserves a top-ranked guy. After his performances, it seems like the only people who are going to be able to challenge him are the top dudes. Reinier is clearly championship material. He did it in 2 divisions in a different organization. It's obvious this dude has skill, and he's not all hype. Reinier is not on most fans' radar at the moment, but I think he should be. He is definitely the dark horse of this division, and I'm pretty sure Reinier will be a title contender very soon, and or at least involved in title shot talks within the year. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Will Reinier struggle against top ranked guys, or do we have another monster that's just been added to the middleweight division? If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow. I want to hit 10,000 subscribers by June, so if you could help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. If you have any ideas on how I could improve the videos or any ideas for future videos, please leave those down below as well. It really does help. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Peace out. I'll see ya, and adios.